you have your phone on you?
Yeah.
Okay. So I've sent you a tweet.
Oh,
And it's from an account.
I don't have Twitter.
You don't have Twitter?
Oh, God, no.
Okay. Well, you can probably still watch this video because I'll let you do it. And it's from Tips for Men. And it's by
I do. I must follow them.
Yeah, it's a video from TikTok by a guy named Ashton Hall, who is a big fitness influencer, and it's going viral. And I want to see.
Who's this?
He's a good looking boy. There's no question.
Gentleman.
Now watch the whole thing. It's a minute and a half.
I need your phone. It won't let me in.
Well, okay. Yeah. Here.
Elon won't let me in.
Okay. Here. I'm going to pull it up for you. Okay. So click on this. He's a beast. Did you see? Okay.
He's very buff.
Now
wow.
Now he wakes
strong,
up
doesn't
at
he?
3:53 every morning, and we know what that's like. It sucks. And here's what he does with his routine. Say it out loud as you see it.
Oh, he's brushing his teeth. 3:54 a.m. He's thirsty. He's got a nose strip on. Okay. Am I supposed to be? He's doing push-ups on the deck. Oh, he's sitting down.
What time are we at?
Where's 4:40? This is 4:40. Now he's writing out God's message at 5:30 a.m. Oh, is he putting his face in the ice? Yeah. No, yuck. Everybody's doing that. He's so strong. Wow. Are his legs okay? What are these? 6:07, 6:17. He's going for a run? Yeah, he's going to run, isn't he? He's going to sprint.
He's going to go dominate.
God.
Sprinting.
Oh my God. Oh, is he swimming? What a dive. 7:40 a.m. Where is this? This is paradise.
It was like Miami or something.
Oh my God. Oh, yeah, he's happy. Oh, needs a shower. Oh, does it? Oh, hungry. He's so hungry. Did he put a banana on his face?
He did. He rubbed banana peel on his face.
He's having more ice. Who brought that ice to him? He's having a meeting.
Mm-hmm.
There's a woman here. Who is she?
Well, I guess he has hired help.
Is that his wife?
Yeah. No, I don't know. Okay. So here.
What is this? Get me out of here.
Twitter has this thing where every time you use it, it just autoplays the next video.
That made me feel.
So why do you think that's going viral?
Because he's hot as hell?
No, it's going viral because his morning routine
it's
is
absurd.
5 hours of nothing. He doesn't do anything.
He's very busy. What are you talking
busy.
about?
It's like busy work though. It's not like, so I'm going to run it down for anybody because obviously if you're listening on audio here, I want you to understand this. So here's what he's got it labeled at. 3:52, wake up. Pull tape off his mouth. So he puts tape over his mouth. People do this.
That.
So you breathe through your nose.
You need that.
No, because I live with a cat and I'll get stuffed up and I'll die.
You'll die.
And then he's got 3:54, brush teeth. 4 o'clock, walk outside. 4:04, push-ups on balcony. 4:17, stand upright, drink water. 4:38, sit at desk with eyes closed. 4:50, watch something about Jesus on his phone. 5:46, put ice and bottled water into bowl and dunk face in it.
Hang on, go back. How long does he watch Jesus for?
Well, I skipped ahead a little bit here.
Okay.
Because there's so many times.
Yeah.
And then a little bit later, sprint for 25 minutes straight. No one does that. 7:30.
I think he does.
Take off shoes for pool. So I don't know if you caught it, but one of the things that people are loving about this is when he dives into the pool. And you have to see this to believe it. This is a guy who is jacked and he's diving into a pool. It's a beautiful rooftop pool at a condo. Yeah. And first off, when he's getting dressed for the pool, it says no diving. Oh. Number 2 is that at 7:36 and 7:40, he is diving in the pool. So people are like, so he floated in air for 4 minutes because his timestamps. And it goes so on and so on and so on. So what I always find funny about this is people are like, this guy's just wasting a whole bunch of expensive bottled water. There's another video where his assistant, who's a woman with those gigantic nails.
Not his wife.
I don't think it's his wife.
Better not be.
She's cutting up fruit and then putting it in the bowl with the ice. And then he eats a bit of the fruit and then dunks his face in it. And of course, you saw him rub the banana peel on his face like it was some sort of skincare routine.
My biggest flag in these videos, all of these, whether it's, getting ready in the morning or my nighttime routine, or especially the running routines, is think about how many times they had to stop and set up the shot. You know,
yes, because you would know, right? You're very good at that.
Well, but that would be annoying as hell. all of that time, it like to take, like, oh my God. And you look probably crazy sitting there setting up your shot.
Well, and imagine,
but he's so hot, it doesn't matter.
You bring your camera equipment to the gym and like set up you running. And he's got it from 2 different angles too, right? And what he's trying to do is there's this like motivation, grind set sort of thing going on with men where like basically every time you log onto the internet as a guy, your masculinity is being questioned by other men. And it feels a lot like what women used to be with dieting. Because women would be like, wow, like she put on a few pounds, better get on a diet, right? That used to be sort of the loop. With men, it's like you will never find a woman, you will never make money, and you will never become anything unless you wake up at 4 a.m. and have a ridiculous routine. And I think what people are saying is like, listen, man, respectfully, if it takes you 5 hours to get ready for 9 a.m., you're probably never going to be ready. And what's amazing is what's come out of so this guy's got 8 million followers on TikTok, 4 million more on Instagram, which is really hard to do. Instagram's really hard to gain followers on. So there were obviously people just like you, Jax, were like, well, this guy seems to have it together. Right?
I immediately thought, what? Look at him.
So you were not critical of the routine.
I was not critical, but I think his body blinded me. And he's very strong.
He's cut.
And I am not strong. So when I see somebody strong, I'm like, that ice and Jesus is working. You know, I'm like, that
Right.
You are doing it right. And I don't question what they're doing for 7 hours in the morning, which doesn't seem like a lot of anything. But yeah, now that I think about it, he didn't really do much at all.
He didn't do much.
He didn't even eat besides
So
the banana.
Where's your
breakfast?
There's another video where he goes to the gym and you see him shooting. And this is, so more of his stuff is going viral. You see him shooting basketball at the gym. Okay. See him shooting and he shoots, but you never see the ball leave his hands and in a continual shot go through the net. So it's shot of him.
Yeah.
And then it's shot of ball going through a net. But you don't know if it's him shooting it. And he's got a security guard with him. And the security guard hands him water in one of the shots.
Who are these workers?
And then hands him a quarter slice of a watermelon.
But
like
okay,
not just, you know how they cut up watermelon at a thing? No, I'm talking the whole watermelon.
Okay, so here is my question. Is he doing this for rage bait? Like clickbait?
No,
yeah.
He's doing it to sell courses, to be like him.
Because there's some people who do such absurd things in their routine. Like there's a guy, I don't know where he lives, but somewhere down in the States, and it's like a husband talk or whatever. And he's just trying to piss off guys. So people are clicking, watching, and then he gets the endorsements out of it because it's pay-per-view, right?
Right.
But this guy, yeah, maybe you're right. He seems legit.
No, it's the funny shot because he shoots, you see the ball clip come up, right? And then you see like the ball go, and then that security guard hands him a piece of watermelon, like gigantic.
He needs a better editor there. Yeah. Stephanie, we should go work for him.
What I think is interesting about it though, is what it says to guys like myself, right? So listen, I'm not in the shape that I was in my 20s. I want to get into better shape, but I had a divorce, we had a kid, had,
a pandemic,
started a business, pandemic. Like there's a whole bunch of things that, and frankly, I didn't get to the gym and I didn't eat well. Like that's just what it was. And so, I'm working on it now, but what that stuff is so interesting for especially for younger guys is like, if you're 14 and you grab that, you're thinking like, this guy must be successful. His condo looks amazing. Yeah. He's got someone serving him. He's well-dressed, whatever. He's in great shape. This guy must be raking it in. And I've got to be that or I'll never be successful. And that is, and what's interesting about it is people instantly go then, well, how do I be like him? And the reality is that genetics play a part. Guys clearly just a man who's, he played college football, that sort of thing. But also, hey, why don't you buy my course? And what's crazy about this guy is he sells courses to people who want to be sellers of courses.
What is this riddle?
Do you remember the TikTok that went viral where it was like, if you're 24 and you're not driving a Lambo, like you need to give your head a shake. There was like one where.
Oh yeah, you got all this crazy.
Yeah,
I remember you talking about this. Yeah, I've never seen it.
So those guys were selling drop shipping courses. which is
drop shipping. Drop shipping, all the
It's
drop
male
shipping
MLM.
bros.
It's male MLM.
It is the Tupperware for guys.
yes,
Absolutely. Yes.
100. That
Yes.
is so good. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
And so
Everybody's a drop shipper. I'm like, leave me alone.
So
yeah.
this guy sells courses to people that want to be like him, but he also sells courses because he's like a lifestyle coach or whatever to people who want to be lifestyle
The
coaches.
lifestyle and wellness coaching industry is so unregulated. It's actually dangerous.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, right?
Everybody is an expert in wellness, and it's actually terrifying. And it's like very vulnerable people, especially in like the wellness, or I see it a lot in the postpartum space, where people are like, I'm a
Postpartum space.
postpartum
Really?
space, and
I've
like
never seen
women
that.
dealing with just like any sort of, mental vulnerability.
Sure.
And they're like, okay, I see this woman on TikTok who has had a baby or 2 babies or 3 babies, and she's an anxious mom too. I've talked to a couple of my mom friends about this. They see this influencer who is like, I got better and I was where you are. And then they buy her course. Usually, most moms don't have a lot of, disposable income.
Mhm.
And these aren't experts. These aren't people who are like, these aren't doctors.
They didn't go to school.
They didn't go to school.
Yeah.
They are just running an internet. And sometimes I'm sure that their advice is good, but sometimes it's not helpful or it's harmful.
Yep.
And it's these vulnerable postpartum women being like, I'm alone, but I saw this woman on TikTok, and these people are making so much money off of vulnerable men and women, whatever the space. It's really dangerous.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh my God. Sorry,
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that inside my head for a while.
Well,
wow. I'm mad for the mummies. Okay.
Actually,
Yeah.
when I had a kid, I remember asking my therapist. I was like, what should I look out for? And he's like, you need to stay off the parent blogs.
Yes.
He said, stay out of the parent Facebook groups, stay out of the parent blogs. He's like, obviously a parent buy and sell. He's like, buy all your stuff used if you can. I should have listened more to that advice because new baby stuff is outrageously expensive.
Adam
I
Wylde.
could do baby on a budget. If I ever had a second kid, I could do it for like less than $1,000.
Adam Wylde's favorite line is, I could have a kid for less than 1,000. I'll show you how. You're the real MLM
I could
here.
actually sell a course on that because I know what to look for.
I have all your old baby stuff
I
in my
know you do.
basement. I do. So if I ever have kids.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
I think anyway, to wrap this up, I just think it is first off, the video is hilarious. And if you're listening on audio, we have this, it'll be on our social media. It's on the YouTube channel. Like you can check it out. We've gotten to like the shark jumping territory when it comes to sort of like male masculine influencers. Like it's a little much. And a lot of us, the reality is like a lot of us are not like your traditional alpha. I don't even know what the hell that means.
Yeah, but the
And-
alphas are making a really bad name for themselves. So
well, they are. They're not.
They're
Alphas are not having a great time. That's the other thing. Kind of leans you down certain dark paths,
yeah,
right?
very, very dark and dangerous.
So,
paths,
and I'm sure that I'll have a bunch of like beta comments on this thing. But like, I
don't
just
keep those
don't
comments
get it.
out, or I'll shut it. I'll shut it off.
No, bring them on. Bring them on.
I'll fight it.
Yeah. So it is Ashton Hall is this guy's name. I know he's going to gain a bazillion more followers because of this, but watch out for people. It's like, okay, what's this video trying to tell me? And what is this person trying to get me to buy?